Rest Rider. We make up your Nomad Gamers. It's been what, 2 weeks since we've all gotten together. Last week the flu bug hit the Shire. There was a few of us that weren't feeling oh so well. So the show can't go with just one person. So that's why we decided to do the hard thing and say maybe not this week.
I was the only one not to get sick on.
Yeah. Talk it up, Yucko. But on a more serious
The
note,
impressive part is we're in multiple locations, and I was sick too.
yeah. So, as everybody out there knows, Nomad Gamers, at least the cast of the Nomad Gamers, we are.
Full screen yourself, Godfather.
Oh yeah, we are family. Okay, just because we are in different locations, that does not change the fact that uh, all of us communicate almost every day. We're there for each other every single day. And with that being said, for everybody out there, at least from God's Father and Fireball, Sweet Kitty Pie, and our loved ones here where we're at, Sonar Crest Rider, we want to extend our deepest sympathies on your loss. And it only feels fitting that we hold a moment of silence for the old man. So if everybody out there could join in, we're going to observe a moment of silence. Thank you very much. I really hope that the old man rests in peace, and that his family, his friends, and everyone that knew him find some comfort knowing that he is in a better place. Find some comfort in the fact that they're not alone in this. Crest Rider, if you need anything at all, you let us know. If you just need to call and talk uh, and just vent, by God, do it. We're here for you, brother. Um, our sympathies are with you. So, if you are watching us out there on any, and I mean any, of our social media sites, that would be Facebook, that would be YouTube. Thank you very much. You found the home of the Nomad Gaming Podcast, where we come at you this time every single Saturday. What I need you to do real quick is I need you on Facebook to hit that follow button, turn on your notifications. That way, when we come live at you from that page, you are being notified. If you're watching us over on YouTube, I need you to go over, be over on the left side of Zanar Crest Rider. I need you to hit that subscribe button. Go a little bit to the right of that. I need you to hit the bell. And it's either a thumbs up or it's a heart. They've changed things on me. But I need you to smash all three of those. Turn on your notifications. That way, every time that we are coming live at you, you are being notified. That's where I do all of my single gaming and my Thirsty Thursday and my Talking Tuesday. Now, if you are watching any of my social medias, I want to say thank you very much. The same thing applies. Go down there, hit the follow button, turn on your notifications. That way, whenever I come at you or every Saturday, you can find Fireball and Zanar Crest Rider with me as well. So there we go. I got the intros done. And Fireball is still hard at work.
It has been a very, very productive week in the land of gaming. I am still reading stuff, and even though we weren't here last week, I'm still filling stuff in from a week ago. I'm not even covered. We're not even going to cover what happened last week in the world of gaming. But to start us off, I will say, for those who hate it, I'm sorry, we have to talk about it.
I know what's coming.
Black Ops 7's release happened.
Oh, never mind. It's not what I was thinking.
Oh no, that's a little bit down. That's a little bit down the road. But Black Ops 7's release happened, and might I say, it was bad.
You know, I heard that a 6 out of 10.
So it has been getting reviews of a 6 out of 10. Metacritic gave it an 84, which
that's horrible.
Mm-hmm. being on on talking about stuff like that, that's bad. I mean, we all knew that Black Ops 7 wasn't gonna hold anything, but I think the peak amount of players to start on it was like 74,000. I think that's what I saw on Steam alone. And it's currently averaging about 50,000 on Steam compared to Battlefield 6, which is still averaging, I believe, 250,000. Hold on, let me. Before.
Well, if this tells you anything at all about Call of Duty, what is it, 7?
Black Ops 7, yep.
Yeah, Call of Duty 7. If this tells you anything at all about that, I didn't hear, I heard very little. In fact, on Veterans Day, I was out at Little Caesars, and I seen something on there as a promotion. I took a picture of it. I was going to upload it to my page, but as everybody that follows Godfather knows, the Shire's been having a hell of a time with freaking internet. So I did not get that up.
Oh man, how do I check the active player count right now?
Go to Google and just ask it what the.
Oh, well, I'm on Steam. I know you can see through Steam.
You can. It's a little bit more difficult. I don't remember the path to get there. But if you go to Google and say, hey, what was the peak player count for Call of Duty 7 on Steam, it will bring up your answer. Hey, whoever out there just gave us a like, thank you very much.
I'm looking it up right now. 88,000 players was the peak player count for Black Ops 7.
How many?
88,000.
That's like next to nothing. That's bad.
Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at what the player count right now is.
That's really bad.
Okay, that's not what I wanted.
All right.
It's been and honestly, I know, and this is the biggest part, and this is why it's going, and this is a lot of things that I've heard about Black Ops 7 going forward, is a lot of people who have Game Pass played it, they played it, they didn't like it, and they're like, I only pretty much paid $30 for Black Ops 7. I'm glad I didn't drop the 70 on it, because it was hot garbage. And I will say, shame on Activision for this, because they literally tried taking the nostalgia factor of Black Ops 2 and tried running with it because they knew how bad of a hole that they were going to be in. And it didn't even do numbers to try to save it.
Well, like I said, I can't talk too much on this or Battlefield, only because, as everybody out there knows, this is not my cup of tea. I don't play these games. I'm not even going to sit here and try and fumble my way through this. But here's what I will say: I had a viewer direct message me on Godfather's page, and I was talking about. Give it a little bit of backstory here. I was talking a little bit about the Battlefield 6 dropping in the reviews, and we were going back and forth trying to figure this out. About 2 days later, he messaged me and he said, these are all Call of Duty players, right? They were just pissed because Call of Duty or Battlefield 6 was not Call of Duty. Well, no shit. Why would you want one game being the same as the other game? I just don't get it. But like I said, I don't play these games. I don't quite understand the whole dynamic of what's going on, because really I only play one franchise or one company, but two different franchises from the same company. And trust me, we'll get there, but there is a whole lot of garbage going on there.
But the thing is you got a lot of people a lot of Call of Duty players that are sitting here playing Battlefield 6, and they're trying to Call of Duty-fy Battlefield 6, and it just the amount of Call of Duty maps that have been made in Battlefield 6, it feels like a lot of the Call of Duty players are sitting there trying to push towards Battlefield and make Battlefield Call of Duty because of how bad Call of Duty is.
Yep.
I mean, I've played a little bit of Black Ops 7. Multiplayer is alright. I haven't really encountered that many cheaters, but it's still a very fresh game. The zombies, hot garbage. I do not like it. It is pretty much just Warzone with zombies in it.
Well, let me ask you this question, because I've been thinking a lot about this topic as I'm going to work or I'm driving from point A to point B or whatever. Could this just be a little bit of a lull for Activision? Like, they put out Epic Games, in the last 2 or 3 have just been bottom feeding, bottom of the barrel games.
Well, I don't.
Could it be one of these where they hit rock bottom and they start? Look at let's take Battlefield for instance. Battlefield wasn't that good up until Battlefield 6. Could this just be a bump in the road for Activision?
The last peak and we're kind of getting off topic, but I'll just cover this real
You
quick.
froze.
You froze.
I froze.
You froze.
How the hell did I freeze?
Hold on. Let me. I still haven't hotspotted, so give me just a second.
Let's say on my screen, Fireball's frozen. Gauze is moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me just a second. I'm moving, but if you guys can still hear me, I'll keep going on.
Yeah. Now you're moving again.
Yep, I just switched over to hotspot.
I told you to.
I forgot to. Okay, but Battlefield. I want to say Battlefield 1 was the last best Battlefield, and that came out in 2017. And then you had Battlefield 5, Battlefield 2014.
Okay. No, you're getting off topic here. I just asked you, do you think this could be one where the company goes down, hits a low spot, and then jumps back up?
I hope so. I really do hope so, because Call of Duty was such a great franchise in the late 2000s, say 20.
Or you're being long-winded, but
2015 to 2020.
Yes or no?
Great. But I really hope so. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I don't know if they can get any.
Do you think this could be like Ubisoft, where just 6-8 months ago we thought they were circling the toilet, and now with Far Cry 7 coming out, and that game is garnering so much attention now. Hold on, before you jump off, could it just be a little overreaction from the community, and maybe this is just a down 3 games and maybe they'll pop back up? Because we said the same thing about Ubisoft almost this time last year, and it seems like Ubisoft has kind of stabilized what they're doing. Because Far Cry 7, that game looks legit. It has some problems, but it looks like they're turning the corner again.
I will say, and I know you said it's been about 2 or 3 year for Ubisoft. It has been about 5-6 years for Call of Duty, and I don't know how much. If they don't, like you said, if they finally hit rock bottom, I don't know if they've got the projection to go back up to where they were at, because they have burned a lot of bridges with a lot of influential gamers.
Well, again, I don't mean to challenge you, Fireball. I really don't. But I want to take a wait and see, because we said the same thing about Ubisoft, and Ubisoft has proved us wrong. Crest Rider can even chime in on this. Way back, I don't know, about 10 years ago, people were saying the same thing about World of Warcraft. And then World of Warcraft rebounded. Activision, or Blizzard, they finally took the upward trajectory. You remember that, Crest Rider?
People have been saying World of Warcraft is dying for the last 15 years, basically ever since Cataclysm hit.
Yeah, that's about the time I was talking about. Golly, I cannot believe it's been 15 freaking years since Cataclysm. But yeah, it was about that time when they started changing the build specs on rogues and paladins and warriors, and they were making mass changes, and instead of using multiple buttons to do stuff, it was kind of labor intensive. Correct me if I'm wrong, but serving from my memory, they went to like a one button thing, and then they changed it again after they figured out they were catching all kinds of flack. So that's why I really don't want to pile too much onto Call of Duty, because it could just be a downward spiral that they'll finally hit it and they'll finally come back up.
Well, the only reason I'm dogging on Call of Duty as much is because you've had the last 5 years of people saying the same thing over and over from every single Call of Duty. We don't want Warzone is cool. Warzone is nice. Don't make the entire game Warzone. Don't make the entire campaign Warzone. Don't make the entire third-party mode that they have Warzone. Don't make the entire multiplayer Warzone.
Fireball.
And they have
Fireball.
literally
Fireball. We've already established they do not listen to their players.
right.
They're in it for one thing only. And all three of us have said this before. So we're always asking for this. We're always asking for that. And then the company comes out with something else. It's almost like we're stuck in the definition of insanity. Because we know the only person or the only group that this developer is going to listen to is the shareholders to make money. Now, right now, the players are doing the correct thing to make their voices heard. They're not playing the game.
Well, and this is the point that I'm trying to make, and this is the last thing I'm going to talk about.
Thank you, Will Ham's House, for your watch. Thank you very much.
This is the last thing I'm going to say before we move on.
You froze again.
I know my hotspot isn't that great as well. The game will not survive if they don't listen to the players.
Well, we've said that about a lot of them, and a lot of them have proven us wrong in the past.
All right, sorry, give me just 1 second before we move on. I will say, along with another release, one that kind of came out of nowhere was Arc Raiders. I don't know if anybody's heard about that.
Yep, I've seen a lot of it.
Arc Raiders is, I played it just a bit. I've had fun with it. It kind of reminds me, it's another, if you guys don't know what it is, it's another extraction shooter. It's fun. That's all I can say about it. It's an extraction shooter and it's fun. It's got cool things to it. It's more of a third-person extraction shooter versus all these first-person extraction shooters that we
well, it's got to be doing something right, because I'm seeing nothing but good things coming out of that that launch.
And
I'm going to tell you right now, for me, that's awesome. Let's just call a spade here for a minute.
I haven't seen too many things about it, so I will leave it at that.
Yeah, I haven't seen much else out of it besides it's getting great reviews. It's getting great peak players on Steam. The reviews are coming down pretty good. So by all accounts, Arc is doing good.
Hold on, I'm gonna take a look. What was the most players?
All right. Well, while you're doing that, thank you for the like. I just saw it pop up on Facebook. Hey, Crush Rider, what's the news coming out of World of Warcraft?
Got nothing going on major. The midnight beta started this week.
Oh,
I haven't participated in it at all. Players are doing ridiculous things with the housing already. There's been some just absolutely gorgeous builds coming out of there. People putting up their houses already.
That's amazing.
We're in the third phase of the Legion remix. Fourth phase comes out on Tuesday. Unfortunately, I'm going to be out of town and miss the beginning of that, but that'll be the final content unlock phase. There's one phase to go after that. That is a hey, we're in the last weeks of this. Come get your stuff done. So it should be accelerating some of the events that happen periodically in game, but we'll see what happens there.
Just so that way I can get this passed. Right now, 440,898 players right now on Arc Raiders.
That's not bad.
24-hour peak was 449,610. And
Still
the
not bad.
all-time peak within 7 days ago, which, hold on, I might
Just what?
within this last week since release, 462,488. So it's retaining players.
It is.
And that honestly, that's amazing because you don't really get that in games. Usually it has like, and well, released on October 30th. So it's been what, 2 weeks now? And it's still
Yeah, about that.
sitting at about 150,000 players or 450,000 players. So that's not bad. Usually after the first week, a lot of it dies off, and it's only lost about 20,000 players since a week.
That ain't bad at all. So what's next on our list besides Ark?
Let me get back to it. We have a new console coming out. I don't know if anybody else has seen it, but the Steam Machine.
The what?
The Steam Machine.
The Steam Machine.
Steam is coming out with their own console to rival PlayStation and Xbox. And might I say, it seems pretty good from the things that I've seen about it. Looking at it right now, it is very small. It is packed into roughly a 6-inch cube. So you could put it pretty much anywhere. It's the CPU and GPU of it is 4K gaming at 60 frames per second with FSR, thanks to a discrete semi-custom AMD desktop class CPU and GPU. There's going to be 2 storage sizes to it, 512 gigabytes, 2 terabyte with, and this is the best thing that I like about this because both other consoles haven't had it in a very long time. It will have micro SD storage.
Okay.
So you don't have to take out the entire thing just to place a little internal storage device. Ooh, damn, what did I do?
I don't know what you did. Great, another console that we gotta keep up with.
I'm excited for it.
Well,
I mean,
not only did they announce a console, they announced a VR headset to go with it.
And it's supposed to be.
That changes everything right there.
And I think it's supposed to be cheaper than the newer consoles.
Well,
hey, just because it's not your cup of tea, guys.
Whoa, now hold up there, Crest Rider. Hold up. Soon as he said VR, I done told you. That changed everything right there. Now
the smirk on your face came across as sarcastic.
No, actually, no, seriously, all seriousness. I love VR, okay? I love everything about VR. I love VR gaming. In fact, I think VR gaming could be the wave of the future. The problem with it is not a lot of these AAA gaming developers are grasping it and really taking it forward. I'll give you an example real quick. Ace Combat 7. The VR part of Ace Combat, I thought was absolutely phenomenal. Okay, the inside of the cockpit looked good. It went off of your head movements. So if you turned around to look to see if you had a bogey behind you, everything shifted. You couldn't see what was in front of you.
It's almost like that's the point of VR, guys.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. But what I'm saying is, it was completely lifelike, and it would give you that butterfly feeling in your stomach when you were diving down.
Yeah, I will say.
No Man's Sky operated much the same way when you're piloting in it.
Yeah,
I had the first time I ever played Ace Combat VR. I had to have a trash can right next to me because I had motion sickness.
Now, Spider-Man could be another one. It would be a phenomenal VR. 90% of these games would be phenomenal as VR.
Well, and this is the thing that's going on with the Steam Machine right now, is it's going to have access to both PlayStation exclusives and Xbox exclusives.
So they say.
because it's going to have access straight to the Steam library. Everything that's on Steam that you can buy will be available on the Steam machine, plus Steam exclusives like Half-Life 3.
Okay. I'm not going to get too excited yet because there's always the fine
Half-Life
print.
3?
Yes, they're and again, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have
Did they
said this,
actually announce Half-Life 3?
but they hinted at it.
Okay, they didn't announce it. Moving on.
But
Back to what I was saying. There's fine print in all of it. So I'll believe it when I see it, and I really hope that their VR selection is much larger. Because if it is, and everybody knows I've gotten away from the consoles, but if it is a larger selection with okay to great games, I might have to spend the money for it.
because and the Steam machine is going to be the 512 gigabyte Steam machine is going to be 800. The 2 terabyte Steam machine is going to be 1,000.
How is that any cheaper?
Because the PS5 Pro goes for I think 1,200 right now.
So it's $200 cheaper than a PS5.
Hold on, PS5 Pro.
PS5 Pro. Oh, okay. See, when you say cheaper, I'm thinking it's going to be a couple hundred cheaper than the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox, when in reality, it's more expensive than the Xbox.
Oh, I'm sorry. PS5 Pro right now console 2 terabyte is going for $650. But it's supposed, and I will say it's supposed to have the um like computing power of a gaming laptop. So
Again, Fireball.
I hope it works wonderfully for Steam.
Yeah.
I can already tell you that it's not going to be my kind of thing because I've got a heck of a gaming PC and I've got a VR headset already that I can connect to it and play my entire Steam library on for anything that's compatible.
Yep.
All right. Well, on to our next thing because we got a lot to cover.
Well, yeah. I mean, when we literally miss a week.
I'm not even covering what happened last week. Should we cover what happened last week?
What happened last week?
I don't know. I'd have to look at it. I've only been covering what was this week.
There has been a lot going on in the gaming.
People who are going to hate
Well, we're getting into the holiday season. You know, everybody goes nuts around that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. But we got to talk about it, sadly.
Sadly. I think I know where we're going now.
So, Crest Rider, please don't leave.
I didn't bring it up, so you ain't gonna leave.
GTA 6.
I'll rip the Band-Aid off. GTA's been delayed again. They're talking
to November 18th, 2026. I think is what I saw.
Yeah, it's still over a year out.
I know they reset my damn countdown.
Yeah,
like,
all of that shit you were trying to do, rubbing it in my face. 250 days. Guess what? You're over 365 now.
You know who I really feel bad for?
Who do you really feel bad for?
These people who
Me.
try.
One, because I gotta listen to this shit for another 6 months.
2, those people who plan on having kids at around the time that GTA originally got released, so they could take their paternity leave. And now it's been pushed back so many times.
Oh no, they'll have to focus on taking care of the kid they hadn't created yet.
But yeah.
So now that we're on this topic, let me let loose.
No, we're moving on.
No, we're not.
That's it.
No, we're not.
I know.
Wrong answer. We are not. No, Fireball. So, because Grand Theft Auto has been, see, this ain't gonna be all Grand Theft Auto. Because GTA 6 has been bumped back to the next holiday season, it is causing bumper cars a ripple effect down the line for the gaming
What it
industry.
did was it just destroyed holiday season 2026.
It did. Yeah.
Unless they delay it again.
Yeah, unless they delay it again. However, all these other games that we're planning on releasing October of next year, November of next year, December of next year, I'm already hearing and I'm already reading that they are talking about either moving up the release or moving it back to make room for Grand Theft Auto 6. They're
Hold
releasing.
on. Didn't Sony come out and say that they're going to be releasing the PS6 at around November next year?
I think they were planning on talking about announcing it, not necessarily releasing it.
Yeah, because I haven't seen any. I haven't even seen the rumor mills firing up about the PS6 yet.
The new consoles are in development. That much has been confirmed,
Yes,
but nothing has
yes.
been announced yet.
And the reason why I say that is because even games that we already know that has a one-page working document on it, and I'll give an instance of this of Red Dead Redemption 3. We know the initial document has been done, putting down their thoughts on what they want to do. They have not said whether it's going to be the story of Jack Marston, or if we're going to go back and see the development of Dutch's game. We don't have any kind of information or any news on it, right? But tell me why I have been tagged probably 100 times in Red Dead Redemption 3 stuff when nothing's been put out about it. So if the PS6 was close to launch, like Fireball just kind of said, that rumor mill
I recruited a team of AI just to pay you back for all the GTA stuff you keep nagging me with.
Yeah. So it's been you.
No.
It's been you. It takes me 10 minutes to get through all of that, and it's all the time Big Crest Rider. Okay.
That would be really funny if I had done that, but no, that wasn't me.
That would be me.
Moving on from GTA 6, because it's...
We're moving on. We're already on GTA 6.
I said
How can we move on?
From GTA 6.
Okay, move on from it.
Another state...
Which is Starfield?
Shut your mouth.
See, what the hell? We get to talk about Call of Duty, but we don't get to talk about I see how we are.
Because Starfield's a dead game, that's why.
I see how we are. Call of Duty is a dead game, too. But I see how we are.
Yeah, but
I did actually see something about Starfield.
Oh, let's hear
it. The developers at Bethesda said that Starfield remains the game that they wanted to make, even though they knew it wasn't going to be a popular game.
Well, they're full of shit, okay? I agree with Fireball. Starfield's dead. I put a fork in it for about a month ago. Now, I asked a very interesting question on my page. I don't know. 2 weeks back. And here's my question. So for everybody out there, do me a favor. Just comment in any of the comment sections. All three of us will see them. Would you support a Starfield coming out that was multiplayer? Mind you, not changing anything about the story, not changing anything about the planet names. Fireball looks very enthused. But changing nothing else about the game except for making it multiplayer.
I mean,
would you go out and pay the extra, I don't know, knowing the game's probably $40, but would you pay the extra amount of money to do that?
I mean,
no.
It would be interesting to see how they do the multiplayer aspect because of the whole shit fighting thing as well, but no, I wouldn't pay it.
I would. I'll be right back.
All right. Well,
see, we already got a multiplayer Fallout game, and that was fantastic.
It was a bust eventually. It was a bust at first, and then it became.
It was buggy and it was terrible at first, but we made our fun, and it lasted us and kept us through. And then they fixed the game, and it got even better. I would love to see a multiplayer Elder Scrolls, although I think we kind of have that in the Elder Scrolls Online with the MMO.
Yeah, I'm glad to. Did Crest Rider, did you see any of my Talking Tuesday?
I have not. This week has been kind of a mess.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I know you have a multiple hour drive going wherever you're going. Okay. But I know you're not going to be driving the whole time. You got to go back to Talking Tuesday. There was some Elder Scrolls 6 news that I came across. I was really, really hoping you were going to watch it, but I know you raid on Tuesdays. But, and I can't remember exactly what it is. But they are saying that Elder Scrolls 6 is next up in line. But we've heard that before.
But they're not. They're looking towards end of the year next year before it could possibly come out at the earliest.
Yeah,
I did see that.
So what I'm hearing is most of Elder Scrolls fans are going to be dead by the time we get a new one.
Yep.
It's like Fallout 5. That's like any of these goddamn games anymore. So you're going to get me on a soapbox, Fireball, that you don't want me on.
All right, well, moving on. I do got a couple lawsuit updates that I've been following. Another state has been added to the Roblox lawsuit. Texas has now come forward and is now a part of the lawsuit, alleging that the online gaming platform has endangered children.
I've seen that. Now let me say this real quick. 'Cause I did a lot of research into this, and only because I was kind of caught flat-footed last time. I didn't quite know what you were talking about, so I went on, did a bunch of research. I was going to talk about it on Talking Tuesday, but I decided not to, and I decided not to for one reason. They need to take that site down. They just need to do away with it.
Well, and
I don't say that lightly, but it's bad, folks.
Well, do you want to know an interesting statistic about Roblox?
Not really, but
1 in 4 children in America play Roblox.
Well, 1 in 4 parents need to take it away from their kids.
But considering how many children there are in America, that speaks a lot of volume to how many children were at risk on this.
We're going to move on from this, but I'm just going to say this. I hope the state's absolutely hammered. But I got some lawsuit news of my own.
Okay.
Crush Rider, since you are let me rephrase that. Since you are the resident expert at Pokemon, have you heard the latest news in the Nintendo Pal World lawsuit?
They've had more of their patents called into question.
Talking about Nintendo?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
more of Nintendo's patents have been either thrown out or rejected pending further clarification. One of the reasons cited was a previous patent of their own, amongst other things. But yeah, they're actually starting to bring in like other games like Ark Survival Evolved as a example of previous works that had some of these mechanics that Nintendo has suddenly tried to patent, going, you don't hold the OG development of this mechanic. How are you putting a patent on it? So yeah, not only is it happening in Japan, it's happening starting in the US as well, which is really cutting their the credibility of their lawsuit down. Now they do have a chance for rebuttal on that.
What I found very interesting, because I found this for Talking Tuesday, was, and let me preface this by saying, we do not get political on Nomad Gamers, okay? Not at all, period. End of freaking story. However, when the new director of the U.S. Patent Office, as soon as he was confirmed by the United States Senate, he came in and he personally reviewed Nintendo's patent on that whole, you place a character to fight. You remember that whole crap that even industry experts said, well, this is going a little too far. He came in and he smacked him down on that. So what I said...
It's theorized that it's also been because of community backlash rather than... that's what brought it to their attention of just the massive gaming community going, what the hell?
So I like to go down to what if route. I do. There's a lot of times I do. I do think Nintendo's gonna win in Japan. Okay? Let's call a spade here. When you go to Japan, who's the big dog on the block? That'd be Nintendo. However, I think they went over their skis. They leaned a little too far out there. I don't think they're going to win in the United States. I just don't. And if they don't win in the United States, they're not going to win in the EU, and they're not going to win in the Far East, which tells me that Nintendo's whole lawsuit against Palworld is starting to crumble.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that because, like Chris Ryder said, there are so many games out there that have the whole you tame a creature and now that creature fights for you aspect in a game, and they have been just from Ark alone. I think Ark came out in mid to early 2010s.
Yep.
So this has been very kind of annoying to watch because, like you said,
It's not even annoying. Okay? And Crush Rider will probably agree with me when I say this. It is interesting to watch. And what I really hope that comes out of this is that these other developers out there think twice about trying to patent a part of the game that is widely used with all the other games. That's what I hope. It's not gonna happen, but that's what I hope happens. Because, for instance, Warner Brothers has that patent on a game mechanic that for Wonder Woman that guess what? They've shelved it. It's sitting in a vault somewhere. Nobody can fucking use it for how long? And
Yeah,
even
their
when they
Nemesis
do,
system.
yeah, and even when they do, when that 10 years starts to come up, they can say, "Oh, we're gonna resurrect this project,"
hold on.
and that tags another 10 years on it.
Hold on, and here's something that's very important that I totally forgot because I saw this like a few days ago and I totally forgot to write it down in show notes. Universal is talking about buying out Warner Brothers.
Well, good. Please do.
So
because then maybe that patent will finally see the light of day.
I think they can't just sit there and go, "Oh, we're going to revive this project and reclaim it." I think they actually have to publish a work that utilizes it.
Mhm.
So they can't just sit there and go, "Oh, we're going to use it, so we need to keep it on lockdown." They have to actually actively use it to maintain that. I could be mistaken, but I believe that is how it works. Is you actually have to put a work out there. So it will at least guarantee that something in the next 10 years has got to come out with it if they want to maintain control over it. Otherwise, it goes fair game and everybody's going to use it because that is probably one of the best and unique new game mechanics that has come out in years. And it's been locked down so that nobody can use it.
Now, you see, I turned around and I was doing research for Talking Tuesday, and I ran across this for PC Gamer. And PC Gamer reported, one of their staff reporters said that all they have to do is revive the project and say, "We are actively now working on this." They don't have to bring the game out. They can be actively working on this for 6 months, which re-triggers that timeline, re-triggers that clock for another 10 years. And then the rest of the industry is just SOL'd.
All right.
Hey, Dakota, thanks for watching, my man.
Oh, I gotta go to Twitch and make sure nobody's been commenting with us there. Sorry. But to move forward, talking about another lawsuit, the Bungie lawsuit. I don't know if you guys, Chris,
Never heard of it.
anything about it.
No, I'm not familiar with it.
So, Destiny 2, there was a copyright lawsuit over the Red War in Destiny 2. This guy came out saying that he had something like he had YouTube videos talking about this um uh project he was working on, and the Bungie saw that YouTube video, went in and took his idea and then created the Red War out of it. And so the guy sued Bungie. And because Bungie vaulted and took the entire expansion out, they no longer had anything relating to it. And basically, the guy entered his YouTube videos talking about this project into Discovery, And so Destiny has now reached a full settlement with the author or with the guy that they took this from instead of letting it go to court.
Well, I hate to say it, but if they reached an out of court settlement, they probably did what the dude was saying.
Because, and I got it up on the game post, so this is what I'm quoting from. They said the copyright lawsuit against Bungie over Destiny 2's Red War campaign has finally come to an end. The case was first filed in October 2024 by sci-fi writer Matthew Kensley Martineau,
Okay.
who claimed Bungie copied major parts of his 2013-2014 online story. He argued that Destiny 2's Red Legion faction and Red War plot and several story elements were taken from his work.
Which it could be malicious, but I think it was more laziness on the part of somebody.
Yep.
Like one person saw that stuff and went, "Ooh, that's a good idea," and then didn't bother to come up with their own stuff. So when they had to present it, they're just like, "Oh, look at this story that I developed." And I know it doesn't, clear the company, but I think it was probably the result of more one person's maliciousness rather than the company as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, when you represent the company like that, the company gets held liable for your shenanigans.
Yeah,
when they publish something like that.
I don't know what to think about this, only because, yeah, I'll just leave my comments to myself because they could have gotten all the way around this just by giving him credit for his idea. They don't have to monetize it. They could have went in and changed some details to where it left him on the outside of being monetized, which I would probably say was wrong as well. But if they settled out of court, that tells me they did something. They guilty.
Well, and there's right now, Bungie still has another active lawsuit going on right now.
Oh Lord, now for what?
Due to former Destiny 2 game director Christopher Barrett suing them, seeking $200 million and accusing Bungie of wrongful termination.
I'm not worried about that. That's internal bullshit.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with video games.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's pretty much it about the Destiny lawsuit. I was following that one pretty close, and now it's come to an end. But moving on.
Yes, please do.
Super Mario Galaxy movie finally had its first trailer drop.
Really, I gotta go watch that after this.
I saw it myself. Rosalina looks like she's gonna be a bit of a badass, even more so than Peach was.
I mean, if you want, I can try to pull up the trailer so we can watch it live here.
No. Not
You're already straining your network.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, they just had its first trailer drop, and Brie Larson is, I think, playing Rosalina, from what I heard.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about the actors. All I gotta ask is this: in your guys' opinion, since you've watched it and I obviously haven't, is it a good movie, or it does it look like it's going to be a good movie?
You're gonna have to say you're gonna have.
It looks like it's got some significant potential.
Okay. I'm excited to see it now.
Is it going to be perfect? Probably not. No movie is. Yeah. Is it going to be a fun movie? If it's anything like the first one, absolutely. There was only one part of the first movie that I didn't like, and that was the whole Peaches song thing because I found it obnoxious as hell. But the rest of the movie was good.
Yeah, the first Mario movie was amazing, but there's been so many adaptations of Mario that this one was near the top. It just was. I can remember the Saturday morning cartoons.
Hey, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show was awesome. It was absolutely a product of its time and was cheesy as hell, but that doesn't detract from the fact that it was awesome.
Nope, not at all. All right, what else you got for us there, Mr. Fireball?
There's a game that has kind of taken over. It's a good story game. I don't know if anybody's heard about it, but Dispatch. It's a Telltale game. It came from the creators of Telltale's Walking Dead, and it's a game that follows basically a world of superheroes. The superhero pretty much loses his power, becomes like a 911 dispatcher for these other superheroes and becomes like a dispatcher for this program where they take
Okay.
supervillains that are rehabilitated and superheroes.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, is it is pretty much taken over.
Yep. I've seen some, but again, I'm a niche player. I only play a certain amount of games. That's it.
You know what that sounds a lot like to me?
What?
That sounds like the whole Batgirl.
I gotta disconnect again because I'm like 5 seconds behind what Godfather can hear. So
we just went dark.
Give me a second.
Oh, we're back now. We're having all sorts of issues.
We're still working on trying to get Wi-Fi back into the Shire, so we do apologize for the technical difficulties.
Hold on. We're going to wrap this up here in just a second because conditions are going from bad to worse here. But we're holding on by a string.
All right, well, let me spitfire the last two we got. So, another one, Expedition 33, that got snuffed at the Grammys for its soundtrack, which a lot of people are upset about.
Because who cares? It's the Grammys.
It had they said it had a 9.8 rating on, just like a very high rating on its. All
right, next one. I don't care about Grammys. I play video games.
It's still video games.
It's still the Grammys. I don't care about the Grammys.
That's like saying, like...
Was it video... It was a game of the year.
Hold on.
Was it the game of the year?
Hold on.
Did it win in any gaming categories?
Hold on.
Crash Rider, please back me up on this.
I think you're actually taking the wrong perspective on it, guys. Because this is absolutely a video game that got denied a reward that it very reasonably deserved to win.
The Grammy nominations for 2026 for Best Score Soundtrack for Video Games and Other Interactive Media went to Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, Secrets Unspired. Oh, you're gonna get really upset about this one. Oh. Helldivers 2 is in the running for nominations, which is kind of deserved. And Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is in the running for Soundtrack of the Year for the Grammys. Yeah, that's why.
Wait, they don't even have a soundtrack. All right, yeah, we're moving on. And then I can care less about the goddamn Grammys.
Star Wars Outlaws is also in nomination.
Why is the Grammys even touching on video games?
Because it's got
music. We have our own award show.
But it's got music in it. So
I don't give a damn. Grammys, stay off video games.
Rider, back me up here.
That's what we have Game of the Year for. You can put game music in with video game of the year.
Game of the Year nominations.
We do have our own video game awards. The stuff that's been established for other medias don't necessarily need to branch out to include video games. I will agree on that one.
But I will say a lot of people are upset because Expedition 33 got snuffed.
Then you take that category and you move it over with just making another category in the video game awards, and let's call it a day on it. But the Grammys needs to stay out of the video games.
Hold on, I'm bringing up the last one.
Okay, what's the last one?
BioShock 4 got confirmed by Take-Two.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
Basically saying the CEO behind, when they sat down with an interview with CEO. Hold on, I gotta pull up the quote because he was like, pretty much. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm trying.
Damn it, Fireball!
I'm trying to keep everything moving.
Damn it!
When I'm the only one bringing shit up.
Hey, whoa there, young man. Whoa!
Hey, normally I got notes. You know why my stuff's all jacked this week.
You're fine. You get a reprieve. But him, I haven't seen him bring up anything in show notes in almost a month.
Yeah. Well, wait till we go off here. I'm gonna take you behind the goddamn bullshit. Wait till we go off here. I'm taking you behind the bullshit.
Basically, what he said is a release date is not expected anytime soon, but it is for sure that we are working on this.
Outstanding.
So
bring it on. I like BioShock. I thought it was a pretty.
That's it.
we're moving into individual last thoughts. Crush Rider, we're gonna bring you up first. Fireball, you're on deck. Go ahead, Crush Rider.
I got nothing.
All right. Well, trying to stream when I can. I mean, it's kind of been hard to stream when our internet's been cutting in and out. I've been working on a few videos. I am working on a new F125 kind of career mode thing that I've been trying to narrate in the background, but I'm still trying to get the script and stuff down for that, so it's going to take time with that. But other than that, I really have nothing. I will be streaming a lot more once we get internet back up running in the Shire. So.
You haven't even said anything about your background, Joe.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
But they can't see the top one.
No, they can't really see the top one. I mean, shout out Sweet Kitty Pie. She came out here and she's been working on trying to set up stuff for all the nerd stuff that we own. You guys have seen the Fallout helmet. You've seen all the bobbleheads and Mr. Gutsy's user manual. But I've got my little F1 cars, or little Lego cars up there. I've got my Star Wars stuff up there. It's a work in progress. We're trying to get all of our collectibles out here, but we have a lot of collectibles. Oh, I forgot to bring something else up, but we're already in. For those who know who are very big collectibles out there, with
oh god,
Funko Pops, they're starting to lean towards going towards bankruptcy. So, I know within this last quarter, the things I saw is Funko Pop sales are like 14 or 41% down. I don't remember off the top of my head. And last quarter, they lost about $1 million in revenue. So they're starting to take on water pretty heavily. So we'll have to see how long that goes for.
Goes to me. All right, so as Fireball told you, and if you're watching Godfather's page, you would know this. We are having massive internet issues at the Shire. There was an accident out front, took out our pole. Since then, the internet has not wanted to work correctly. It comes up, it goes up for about, 5-10 minutes, and it goes down for a couple minutes. Then it comes back up. It's highly annoying. We can't stream because we get into something and the game cuts out and takes us 5 minutes to get back in. That's our issue. I am so sorry about that. Talking Tuesday at this point is still on. It should be done by then. And I'm going to tell everybody out there right now, if Mediacom cannot fix their shit, I will be moving over to T-Mobile for more reliable internet in the Shire. Because right now, Mediacom is horrible. So, with that being said, there's no streaming tonight, no streaming tomorrow, and no streaming on Monday. There should be Talking Tuesday on Tuesday at 7. I'm sorry, we're just in a very twisted place right now with our internet. But hopefully it all gets worked out and we will be back up and running in no time flat. All right, we'll sign off.
All right. Thank you guys for watching Nomad Gamers Podcast. You know who we are. We really do appreciate you guys, but we'll talk to you later.
Peace and love. God's Father's out the door.